Then we must greetings, warrior. Greetings, warrior. Want to reclaim our honor? Then we must do so in battle with Rakala. Only drawn blades can end this. Hey!
This is your opportunity to buy fine goods, Outlander.
Me.
Return again.
Send it to my stash.
Outlander. I'm Ikuta. You're Aloy, right? I heard how you drove Regala from the cool route. I thought maybe you could help me, and the village. And the forest to the west, our people have always found good salvage from shellwalkers and clamberjaw piles, but now, killer machines stalk the area. Claw striders, for certain. And I've heard rumors of something worse. In years past, I would have asked Marshal Chikata to help me clear out the threat, but he was killed at Barren Light. Now I'm alone, and there aren't enough seasoned soldiers here to help. What do you say? You up for a hunt?
I just might be.
Strange. Chikata used to use those same words in the same way. A good omen, I suppose. All right, meet me at the edge of the forest, west of here. We'll hunt together. I'll be glad for the company.
Anyone look has been taught. Is there a reason for all this junk around? United Tribes.
Back again. That's her. Strongest will be out. Walk in friendship.
Is there a reason for the acrobatics?
Looks like you got...
Yeah.
Finally. Yeah, at least that...
Anything happen?
Zoe asked us to... Not for eating. Yeah, if you ask me, metal might be nothing wrong with that.
Bet you're used to that.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak point. I wish all the other data was as... to be honest, it's hard to... And the other half reminds me... this, which is... But hey...
Just give it time. What else?
Yeah, I've been looking into this, Vega. Gaia showed us everything that happened. I mean, this Morlund guy seems pretty... Though, risking the Tanakh clan...
Maybe I should check up on them at some...
Right.
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus.
Oh, no. Remember how she was one of them? First female tinker and they claimed her, but when her family got killed in the Red... I thought she was dead, though. Taken...
Well, she's not. We have to find out where she's operating.
I haven't had any luck finding someone with, so I'll be scouting out back.
I'll keep tracking her lack.
We'll find her.
I should get...
I say...
Aloy.
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll...
Good news.
I hope Zoe's not upset.
Yeah, I don't...
What do you mean?
Well, before Zoe found... I suggested that when Gaia was full...
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that stuff...
That's what I said. But I guess there were... She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand. Which is true, of course. And the last thing I'd ever want to do. But I was trying to look at things more like you, you know?
Yeah, I guess I like...
Not your fault.
Did you talk to...
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. How do people do this? How do I know? What if an apology is...
You give her a stuffed...
You're the worst.
What makes you think I know anything about any of this?
Abandoning me again, huh?
Better get this to...
You did it.
Let's hold...
I'll let...
Aloy, and you come bearing. Does this mean we'll soon be able to...
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
You ever play that
Strike? I'm the one who gave... I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruck. No such luck.
It looked like you were working on something.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been... Even if some people think I should give up on...
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea. Land gods with new machines.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy. Even if they are just machines, to abandon them in their time of suffering...
I'm sure.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl looks...
He's been obsessing over the data revealed. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater. If I understand correct, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very... like a heart, beating with the... As always, the cycle... Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions.
I should get...
If you need me. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
How'd they do that? Need to talk about...
Yes, looks like things between you and...
I suffered through a few hours of... How do people do this? What if...
You give her...
You're the...
What makes you...
A bad...
I should go hand...
By...
You busy?
One must...
Oh, that's...
It is.
What have you been up...
Varl has asked to... So I've been teaching him. It is heavy with but also with honorable... Maybe you'd like to hear about it?
I'd be honored. Anything interesting happen?
I found an acceptable place.
Oh.
Outside. Above the base.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not...
That would defeat the purpose.
Anything else you've been looking at?
Gaia showed me the... I am no chaplain, but I'd be...
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great water if you carried the carcass of a what they called them seashells.
That sounds... I'll let you get...
And so what?
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter.
There we go. More data for the dome.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores? Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work! I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's mega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a fair... I'm back, guy.
Hello.
Beta's convinced we won't be able... With that ad, do you really think she'll be able to...
It may take some coaxing, but with some
I don't get her, Gaia. She's nothing like what I thought she'd... I guess it'll be best if she stays here. All this data I've picked up and aimed... I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, Your companions engage. Erend has asked on numerous occasions. He appears perplexed by as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stuff. He also suggested we host... That is what I
Is Kotallo getting along?
Yes, though he appears to be collating data on war and significant battles to aid in the creation of a war map of I believe he aims to study...
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private past. He has repeatedly declined my
So now that you have Aether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stay for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, then you'll be able to fix the biosphere.
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has...
There's something I've been... How could Ted Faro create a clearance? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere.
It is plausible he tasked his own edge to the Zero Dawn system. My predecessor did not even know of it until he activated it to... It is, in effect, a blind spot. And fortunately, thanks to Beta, we know where Omega clearance may be booked.
Right. So our plan to capture
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus, which is why you will need to procure Ted Faro's Omega.
Right.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in... When we get to Gemini, I will need the
And...
Not quite.
How long will that...
There are calculations
And during that time, the others will create a distract...
Correct. They will... The energy surge should mask our...
And then we'll have everything we need. So the facility... It's where they created the biomass Did Elizabeth know they were...
It is likely she was briefed on, though her focus...
That makes sense. If they've been able to deploy it against...
Using the data, I ran several simulations. In all scenarios, deactivate the wreath before...
So Zero Dawn really was the... There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix...
I will run complete. The data contain... which may be beneficial to the...
But new crops aren't going to save the world.
It is.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. But you mentioned something about...
When my predecessor attacked, construction was disrupted. The data core had already been built. So, a second core was built. However...
Lucky for us. Are the...
No. Though they did also create instability.
I get...
As you said...
Pizza?
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it...
That's just that.
Turns out we...
Because it would...
How are things with...
Oh, she... Actually, I had to fill in most of the conversation, but I'm still...
Glad to hear it. You've been looking at any...
I asked Gaia to find... And she found them. They called it. Turns out the old ones I'm tackling and punching. Are you mixing some salt? I bet half the claim will be like...
I need to get...
I think I know. Gaia...
I can handle them.
Take care of yourself.
I'm sorry, Ayla.
Oh, no one's...
You sure you...
They think I'm... They won't hurt me.
If you say so.
You better not be slacking off on...
And risks... In fact, how he destroyed the world and...
He definitely was a piece. Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get it?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that we'll get Gaia. No more Zeniths. I welcome it. I wonder how the Nora will read.
Let's just...
You're right.
If I get Omega clearance, we might finally have the advantage.
Can't wait to see their face.
Better them than us. I'll be in touch.
I'll make sure.
Good.
Aloy.
Do you know...
Only hearsay. The Utar, they call it the... It is said the Old Ones built towers there, so they could live far away from as if they didn't want to be reminded.
Sounds like something You and Varl doing okay?
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice, but then who'd look at...
Well, there's always good...
Leave allowed Oseram with a brooding... What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up?
I've been trying to share some. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here. She would not. Patience reaps the best harvest.
How much have you read on?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so could let greed and pride condemn. For one's spirit to diminish, and I'm not sure if I should.
Any progress with your...
It is. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together, the code must be delivered to... Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to...
No. We know where they are. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a danger, and T broke down amid...
Okay. Tell you what. I'll take care of So. I'll need their locations.
I'm sending the data. My people made when you see them, and once again...
We're not gonna let your people... after that...
We'll be ready.
Got a minute?
As many as...
I have to
to the ruin.
Yes. They said they came from... I was hoping...
Hikaru sent out a patrol or 2, but we've had more pressing concerns.
It's okay.
There is... It's...
What do Tenakth do to rely...
We play strike. You're off, although he has yet... It helps one think strategically.
Somehow... Found anything interesting?
Gaia told me where to find data on how... I knew the 10 fought against machines, but it seems they later... As they... At least the Tenakth have the courage...
There is nobility.
Yes.
You said there was...
I've been... She mentioned that the Zeniths bind Matt. I was wondering...
You want to make your...
Yes. Gaia insists if I can get the necessary... She believes these things lie in the place where...
They're ancient...
I am not as familiar with old world machinery.
It might be dangerous. We were lucky to get out of there.
I see.
It sounds like...
By the 10.
I should get...
Should you...
I know who to... I'll call you. We'll get what you need.
Thank you.
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove.
Thanks for the advice. I was here a while ago. Rozo told me about her plan. Let's take a look. Gotta climb up to that land god. There, up on that ledge. I'll save this for a dyer. Should be able to access that cave now. There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines. But I'll have to find a way up there. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff. Might help me get to that metal flower. Now I just need to get rid of these vines. Vine cutter's working. That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better. One down, 2 to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth, listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
Vines are clearing up. Another outpost full of rebels. Time to find whoever's in charge and take them out. This'll be over quick with frost ammo.
machine!
Get up, hang there! Don't run! Oh! She's surrounded! Hold here!
There!
This one's for the rebellion!
I see the Outlander!
I'll grab this now.
Got me!
This shot's mine!
Oh! Woo!
Your target practice!
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Looking a little long. Quiet. Better start searching then.
All good. Sorry.
At ease. There can't have been anyone here.
I think there's movement.
You think we're being spied on? Okay. I think we must be clear.
We were right to have a look around.
Hey! Intruder! Firing!
better. He must be in charge.
I'll raise the alarm!
Check for tags.
Quickly! Over there! Ooh.
Coast is clear. Let's hope it stays that way. Now this'll do some damage. That's from fallen soldiers. I should get these back to Duca. Shock ammo would come in handy. go. There. One of the land god shrines. So said this one sank in a nearby lake. We better stay away from that snap maw. Using frost won't help here. I think the land god is underneath that level. I need to get to that land god so I can install the reboot code. Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zoe?
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
two dead Utaru. And the Land God Shrine. So said this one broke down amidst a herd of machines. I better be careful. I guess they were leaving offerings to the Land God. It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around. There's the Land God. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. That's all of the machines. Time to install this code on that Land God. Well, we'll have to worry about running out. Uh-oh. Stormbird. Must have been what killed those Utaru. installed on that landing. I should install this code on that land god. Sends to my stash. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them, but I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. When you can, meet me at Plainsong, and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can. Better fill up while I can.
There's something you should...
I hear there's a group of Tenakth holed up near Stone's Echo. No one knows why they're there. One of our veterans wants to seek them out, learn what they're doing out here.
Tenakth, the Utaru territory. That doesn't sound good.
One more search. Let this...
What's going on here?
You're the one who spoke before the chorus.
This is not your concern, Outlander.
I think you can handle. What is it?
My wife, Kala. She went up to the promontory to perform. Must have fallen. And now they are abandoning.
We have done enough, Bree. The search party found nothing but her instrument broke.
And atop the promontory was only the dye she used. We will not ask more of our people to risk their lives because of one woman's stubbornness.
But the seed she carried deserved to be planted, and I heard how you helped the land god Ray. Please, will you...
False hope.
How is Kalai...
The chorus chooses its own. They must listen to the... Kalai was a growing voice for new ideas, and her beliefs were...
We cannot deafen ourselves to dissonance.
So you had to admit Kalai.
The Outlander.
The right of...
It's a pilgrimage to the promontory. Kalai was to follow the path our ancestors took, and then play her song while... She then would have added her mark, joining the marks of every new chorus member. But because of the derangement, no one's done it for you.
Then why did she...
We all urged her not to.
She thought it would lend strength. She needed to prove that she respected the old, then maybe more.
Kalai was carrying a...
We choose the seeds at a young taken from the plants of our forest, and when one passes, there so that life may... Which is why I want Kalai's pouch.
The river will...
But they won't be at...
It's the...
If I'm out that way...
Thank you. Look for the broken... That's where the search...
Okay. That all right with you?
How you waste your time?
Searching.
May the land bloom in your...
Dre laughed.
Please, come back again.
She wanted nothing more than...
Maybe next time.
did not know where the world ended
May the
or
land
began.
bloom.
What's going on here?
We're speaking about something.
Yul? A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. I apologize. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness. Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help? As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options. But something else went. A machine. Slaughter. A Clawstrider. To hear the lone survivor tell it. Until it's gone, I can't risk. But without that meat, our people grow. I saw you up there. Yes. Many Utaru like to think we're above politics, but I don't often agree with Fane. But I have to work closely with him on many matters. So you didn't want to cross him? Not in such a public way, no. I hope you don't hold it against me. What's done is done. It all turned out in the end. Without more food, how much longer can the tribe hold out? The land gods blight the fields more every day. A month? Maybe 2? The maddening part. Like Fane, who would have us simply wait. You heard him. But you'd rather do... Yes, like send hunters to the Old Growth for food. He will undoubtedly party as another if we let him. Tell me everything you know. It fell upon them near the... One of them, Ven, survived. If you wish to question him, he's the other 4 hunter. It must be a... I've handled... Good. One more. Every Utaru wears a small patch of... It is how we remember our love. It would mean a great deal to the... I'll do what I can. I know you will. Before I head for the Old Growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell me about the Clawstrider.
Dress... Protection. Dress to impress.
Where's the survivor from the hunting party? Ven?
You're going after that horror.
I'm going to try. Do you mind?
I'll...
Tell me what happened.
There were 5 of us. Just like we had done Some machines got in our way. Happens like always. But this time, we heard this...
Hey.
I saw a flash from the trees. It ripped right through Cole and came right at me. Slashed my shoulder. Then an arrow slammed into its neck. Yelled and whooped. It turned. He disappeared into the trees. Last thing I heard him yell was for me. I was halfway back to playing song before I realized...
Is there anything you...
It looked like a Clawstrider.
Anything else?
Its armor was darker and...
Thanks. I need to get...
You don't want to fight?
Trust me.
Well, if you do, I hope you cut it to...
Please be safe out there. Dangerous machines.
What is she doing to Locke?
Aloy, you made it. All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal.
They're singing.
The singing. What does this mean? A new beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
I feared I would not get a chance to...